Hello and welcome to my science tutorials. In today's video, we want to look at some questions on logarithm. So we have here a question. We have log base 10 into bracket 5x plus 2 minus log base 10 x minus 1, and this is equal to 0.7782. So we have to find the value of x. So let's proceed to look at how we solve this particular problem. So what we have is log base 10, 5x plus 2 minus log base 10, x minus 1, and this is equal to 0.7782. So the first thing we need to do when we are trying to solve this problem is, we can see that we have log base 10 common, and between these two logarithm expressions, there is a minus sign. Now, when we have two logarithms that are subtracting each other, we can rewrite them as quotient or division. So we maintain one of the logs, so we'll have log base 10. Then the first term that comes over here, which is 5x plus 2, will now be the numerator. So we have 5x plus 2 becoming the numerator all over. Then the x minus 1 over here becomes the denominator over here. So this whole expression can be rewritten as this. This is one of the laws of logarithm, and this would therefore be equal to 0.7782. Okay, so we are just rewriting the left hand side into this form, and then we are repeating the right hand side. Now from here, what we do is the base, to get rid of the logarithm over here so we can solve the problem, the base 10 over here will now come to this side and come and be raised to the power this particular number over here. So here we'll have 5x plus 2, what is at the top, over x minus 1. Then this will be equal to, now the base 10 over here will now come here and be raised to the power over here. So this will now come and carry this base. So we'll have power 0.7782. Are we okay? So from here, we compute 10 to the power 0.7782, and that will give us 6. So we have 5x plus 2 over x minus 1, and this will be equal to 6. So from here, this has a denominator of 1. We can cross multiply. So we'll have 6 into bracket x minus 1. Then this will be equal to 1 multiplied by 5x plus 2. So we can now expand these brackets and solve for the value of x. So 6 multiplied by x will give me 6x. 6 multiplied by negative 1 will give me negative 6. And this will be equal to 1 multiplied by 5x will give me 5x. 1 multiplied by positive 2 will still give me positive 2. So from here, I'll group like terms. I have 6s here, 5s here. So I'll bring the 5s to this side of the equal to sign. And then I'll send the negative 6 to the right side of the equation. So I'll have here 6x minus 5x. The 5s coming over here becomes minus because we are moving it across the equal to sign. Then over here, after moving the 5x, I have my 2 here. Then I'll send the negative 6 from the left hand side to the right hand side. It becomes positive 6. So from here, 6s minus 5s, this will give me x, and this will be equal to 2 plus 6, that will give me 8. So therefore, the value of x is equal to 8. Now, what it means is that we can substitute the value of x back into this expression to see if we'll get this answer over here. So this will become log base 10, 5 multiplied by 8, that will give us 40, plus 2, that will be 42, then minus log base 10, 8 minus 7, 8 minus 1 will give us 7. Okay, so all we need to do is to now, to verify this, is to compute log 42 minus log 7 into our calculator to see what we will get. So if we do that, we are going to get 0.778151 with some other things, which if we correct it to 1, 2, 3, to 4 decimal places, 1, 2, 3, 4, then will now become 0.7782, just as we can see over here. So this therefore tells me that my answer, or the value of x that I got to be 8, is indeed the correct answer for this particular expression. All right, so let's have a look at another example. So over here, we have another example. We have to solve into brackets log base 2 n raised to the power 2 plus log base 2 n cube n cube, and this is equal to 10. So this is the expression we are supposed to solve. So I'll write here my solution to this particular problem. So the first thing I will do is to rewrite my expression. I have log base 2n, everything is squared, plus log base 2n, this one is cubed, and this is equal to 10. Now, if I look through this expression, there is something I can do. So the first thing I'll do is that this particular expression over here, I can say that I have log base 2n, log base 2n common. But before I do that, I can see that this part of the log, or the question, log base 2n cube, I can rewrite it. So I will maintain this side, log base 2n squared, then this will become plus. The 3 as the power over here will now come in front of the log. So we'll have 3 log base 2n, and this is equal to 10. This is one of the properties of logarithm. Now from here, I can see that log base 2n is common. So I can say let log base 2n be any variable at all. We can say a, b, c, d, or e. Now, as always, we will go for x because that is what we are used to, but you can use any alphabet at all. So this therefore means that in place of log base 2n, or wherever I see log base 2n, I need to put the value x over there so that I can simplify my work. So over here, from here, I'll have x. In place of log base 2n over here, I'll have x. Then the square will come over here. Then plus over here, I have my 3. And then my x is over here. And this is equal to 10. Are we okay? So from here, all I have to do is to rewrite this equation. So I'll have x squared plus 3x minus 10, and this is equal to 0. So this now gives me a quadratic equation, which I need to solve to get my final answer. So in solving quadratic equation, we use the coefficient of the s squared term to multiply the constant or the c term. So in this case, it is 1 multiplied by negative 10, and that will give us negative 10. So we ask ourselves, which two numbers do we multiply to get negative 10? But when we add or subtract them, we get positive 3, which is in the middle. So if we use negative 2 and positive 5, we will do that. So negative 2 and positive 5 become the factors. If we multiply these two factors, we'll get negative 10, which is the same as our constant. But if we add the 2, we are going to get positive 3. So this whole expression becomes x squared minus 2x plus 5x minus 10, and this is equal to 0. So from here, between x squared and then minus 2x, x is common, so I'll factor out x. Then I have here x minus 2. Okay, so this takes care of the first two terms over here. Then I have here plus 5x and then negative 10. If we look through these two, we realize that 5 is common, so I'll have here into bracket x minus, here we'll be left with 2. So this is equal to 0. So therefore, my two values will be x plus 5, x minus 2 is equal to 0. So when we equate each of these to 0, we'll have x plus 5 is equal to 0, and then x minus 2 is equal to 0. So from here, we'll have x is equal to negative 5, and then from this side, we'll have x is equal to positive 2, or just 2. Okay? Now, remember that we were not looking for x. Okay, we were not looking for x. We were given log base 2n, and we said that log base 2n should be equal to x. So therefore, what we have to do after this is, now we can say that, let me take the negative 5 first. So my x is equal to log base 2n, okay, which is what we indicated over here, or log base 2n. Sorry, log base 2n is equal to x. So from here, we can say that log base 2n is equal to, over here, the value of x, the first one is negative 5. So to find the value of n will be equal to 2. The base will come and carry this number, so 2 raised to the power negative 5. So n will be equal to 2 raised to the power negative 5. That will be 1 over 32. Are you okay? That is for the first instance. So this is for the first case. For the second case, we will have log base 2n to be equal to positive 2. And so therefore, our value of n will be equal to the base here will come and carry this. So we'll have 2 power 2. And so n is therefore equal to 4. So because the question did not ask us anything, he just said we should find, or we should solve this particular expression. It therefore means that the value of n is equal to 1 over 32, okay, or 4. That is our answer. Are you okay? So you can just say and 4, okay, because any of this will make this equation valid. So n is equal to 1 over 32 and n is equal to 4. That becomes the solution to this particular problem. All right, so let's have a look at one final example. Okay, so let me erase everything I have over here, and then we'll look at one final example. So the final problem we have is we have to solve log base 10 into bracket 5x plus 2 minus log base 10 x minus 1, and this is equal to 2. This is the expression that we are supposed to solve. Now, this problem is very easy. It's similar to the first example that we solved, but let's go ahead and write the solution to this problem. So over here, we'll repeat the question: log base 10 into bracket 5x plus 2, then minus log base 10 x minus 1, and this is equal to 2. As always, we have two logarithm expressions subtracting each other, so compress them or rewrite them as log base 10, then into bracket 5x plus 2 over x minus 1, and this is equal to 2 over here. So from here, to get rid of the logarithm, the base 10 will now come and be raised. We'll raise the 2 as its power. So we'll have 5x plus 2 over x minus 1, and this will be equal to 10 raised to the power 2. And that will therefore give us 5x plus 2 over x minus 1, and this will be equal to 10 raised to the power 2 will give us 100. So the 100 has 1 as its denominator. So if we cross multiply over here, we will have 100 into bracket x minus 1, and this will be equal to 1 multiplied by 5x plus 2. So if I expand this bracket, 100 multiplied by x will give me 100x. 100 multiplied by negative 1 will give me negative 100. And this will be equal to, if I look at my right side of the equation, I have here 1. That 1 multiplied by 5 will give me 5x. And then 1 multiplied by 2 will give me 2. So from here, I'll have to group my terms. So I'll have 100x over here. Then I'll send the 5x over here to this side. It becomes negative 5x. And then this will be equal to, I still have my 2 here. Then I'll send a negative 100 over here to the right side. It becomes positive 100. So I'll have here 100 minus 5. That will give me 95x. And this is equal to 102. So from here, to get a value of x, I'll just divide both sides by 95. And so therefore, my value of x will be equal to 102 divided by 95. Okay? Or you can see your value of x is equal to one whole number, because 95 will go into 102 once, and then we'll be left with 7 over 95. Okay, so you can have your answer as 102 divided by 95, or one whole number, 7 over 95. So this becomes the solution to this particular problem. So thank you so much for watching. If you found this video tutorial helpful, or this video tutorial has helped you to gain more insight on how to solve logarithm, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.